The whole world is watching with bated breath. Global tensions are rising. The very idea of a fourth world war seems unthinkable, a relic of a bygone era, yet the echoes of past conflicts still resonate today. We remember the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression, of clashing ideologies on a global scale. Today, the battlefields may be different, but the stakes are just as high. The world, for better or for worse, is interconnected. Our economies are intertwined, our destinies are linked. This interconnectedness can be a source of strength. It can foster cooperation and understanding. But it also means that local conflicts can quickly spiral out of control, engulfing nations and continents. The question is, are we sleepwalking towards another global conflict? The global economy, once a symbol of unity and progress, is showing cracks. The rise of protectionism threatens decades of cooperation. Driven by nationalist sentiments and economic anxieties, countries are turning inwards. Trade wars are erupting, with tariffs and sanctions becoming the weapons of choice. The European Union, a beacon of free trade, finds itself in the crosshairs. The United States, once a staunch defender of open markets, has adopted a more aggressive stance. Tariffs on European goods threaten to disrupt supply chains and harm economies on both sides of the Atlantic. This economic friction has the potential to spill over into the political arena, further straining relations between allies. Still reeling from the aftershocks of the 2008 financial crisis, the Eurozone faces an uncertain economic future. Growth forecasts have been revised downwards, painting a picture of stagnant growth and persistent challenges. Germany, Europe's economic powerhouse, is grappling with a potential recession. France, too, faces significant economic headwinds. While some countries, like Spain, offer glimmers of hope, the overall picture is one of fragility and uncertainty. This economic stagnation can fuel social unrest and political instability, creating fertile ground for conflict. As people struggle to make ends meet and put food on the table, they become more susceptible to extremist ideologies and populist rhetoric. And inflation, the thief in the night, is back on the agenda. While seemingly under control, the spectre of rising prices haunts the Eurozone. Persistent inflation erodes purchasing power, eats away at savings, and creates uncertainty. It can lead to a decline in living standards, causing frustration and anger among the population. History has repeatedly shown that economic instability can be a catalyst for conflict. When people feel they have nothing left to lose, they are more likely to resort to desperate measures. Governments facing economic turmoil may be tempted to resort to nationalist rhetoric and aggressive foreign policies to deflect attention from domestic problems. Chapter 5. Open for trade, open for conflict, the Eurozone's vulnerability. With its open borders and interconnected economies, the Eurozone is particularly vulnerable to the shocks of globalization. While this openness brings many benefits, it also presents challenges. The free flow of goods, services, and people can be impacted by conflicts both within and beyond its borders. The rise of protectionism poses a direct threat to the Eurozone's economic model. Increasing trade barriers and tariffs can stifle growth and lead to job losses. This, in turn, can exacerbate existing social and political tensions within the bloc. How the Eurozone navigates these challenges will be crucial in maintaining peace and stability in the region, will be crucial for preserving peace and stability in the region. Chapter 6. From economic anxiety to global conflict, a slippery slope. The path from economic anxiety to global conflict is complex and winding. There is no single event or factor that inevitably leads to war. However, history teaches us that economic hardship can create the necessary conditions for conflict to develop. Coupled with rising nationalism, political polarization, and a lack of international cooperation, the risks multiply. The current global landscape is characterized by a dangerous mix of these factors. The post-World War II order, built on cooperation and multilateralism, is under strain. The rules-based international system is being challenged by rising powers and emboldened autocrats. In this unstable environment, even seemingly small economic shocks can have major consequences. Chapter 7. A world on the brink, navigating the uncertain future. The world stands at a crossroads. The decisions we make today will determine the course of events for generations to come. We can choose the path of cooperation and diplomacy, working together to overcome common challenges and build a more peaceful and prosperous future. Or we can succumb to the forces of division and mistrust, setting us on a dangerous path towards conflict and chaos. The stakes have never been higher. The challenges we face are complex and interconnected. But amidst the uncertainty, there is also hope. We have the opportunity to learn from the mistakes of the past and build a better future for all. This will require strong leadership, a commitment to dialogue, and a willingness to find common ground. Chapter 8. Cooperation or Catastrophe. The choice before us is clear: cooperation or catastrophe. We can choose to see our interconnectedness as a source of strength, a foundation upon which to build a more peaceful and prosperous world, or we can allow our differences to divide us, leading to conflict and suffering on a global scale. The road to peace is not always easy. It requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to compromise. But it is the only path that offers hope for a brighter future. We must remember that we are all part of the same human family, sharing a common destiny on this planet. Chapter 9. A call for reason in an age of uncertainty. In these uncertain times, we must not lose sight of our shared humanity. We must reject the voices of division and hatred. We must stand up for dialogue, diplomacy, and peace. The future of our world depends on it. Let us choose hope over fear. Let us choose cooperation over conflict. Let us work together to build a world where all people can live in peace, dignity, and security. The time to act is now. The world is watching.